Lightning Spear 78 here. Welcome back to some more of Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. In the last episode, we caught our new friend Houdini the Abra, and in this episode, we're going to continue our trek through Route 24. Now, there are more Pokemon here on Route 24 besides Abra, as you're seeing right now. The Pokemon here on Route 24 are Bellsprout. Bellsprout is exclusive to Leaf Green only. Now, Bellsprout is a pretty good Pokemon, actually. It's a decent grass type. If you don't have an electric type like Pikachu to take care of the second gym here, which is a water type gym, then I highly recommend picking up a Bellsprout. Bellsprout, it doesn't have the best move pool in the world. However, it does learn a lot of decent TMs like Sludge Bomb and Solar Beam and things like that. And overall, it's a pretty good special defender as well. So, if you wish for a Bellsprout, then I can't stop you. Now, the other Pokemon that you can find here on Route 24 is Oddish. Oddish is exclusive to Pokemon Fire Red only. Oddish is not as good as Bellsprout, and can also evolve into 2 Pokemon, but since we're here in Kanto, it can only evolve into 1. Or, not 1, but... Oddish here is pretty decent for catching Pokemon. It can learn Sleep Powder, Poison Powder, all that fun stuff. However, it's pretty slow, its defenses aren't that good, and its only really decent stat is special attack. So, in all honesty, I don't think it's really that good of a grass type, but then again, I just got finished using a Blossom in my Heart Gold playthrough and it tore everything apart, so who am I to judge? Anyway, guys, we actually went to get started over here on Route 25. I do not believe that there are any new Pokemon here on Route 25. If there is, I'll cover this in a little bit. But, what we need to do... No, I don't want to teleport. What we need to do is level up little Houdini here. With all the trainers here on Route 25. Now, I'm not going to make you guys sit through that. It's going to be boring, and it's going to be obnoxious, and all that fun stuff. As much as I hate to do this, even though we just did this in the last episode, I'm going to have to speed up, and we're going to plow through this whole gauntlet of trainers, probably in about a minute or 2 for you guys. So, without further ado, I say that it's time we cue the music and fast forward through the trainers. Well, what do you know? Looks like Abra's already evolving. And since Abra's evolving, it's evolving into a Kadabra. Now, Kadabra actually learns a move. Granted, it's not the best move in the world, but at least it's a Psychic-type move. You got Kadabra! That was totally off-tune and not even in sync with the music, but we got confusion anyway. Now, let's send Houdini out and do a battle on his own for once in his life. Let's fight this trainer and see exactly what this Psychic-type Pokemon can do. Mostly because I just want to show exactly what what Kadabra can do. And personally, I've never ever used a Kadabra, or, well, I mean, I have used a Kadabra, but not through an entire game. And I've never used the, an Alakazam either, which is, Kadabra's final form. See, it just completely destroyed that Rattata. And a poison type like Ekans, it's gonna get completely and utterly just decimated, because Psychic's super effective against poison types. And that's the main reason that I got it, mostly because I couldn't get a fire type for a while, and I decided on getting Abra as a Psychic type. And most of the Pokemon, or most of the grass type Pokemon in this game, except for one I believe, are part poison, and they all have a weakness to Psychic types, as well as fire. So if I couldn't get a fire type to protect my team against grass types, which is something I've been struggling to take down lately, then I figured I'd get an Abra. Okay, truth be told, I had to cut away there and take care of those final two trainers just because I wanted Houdini to get up a few more levels. Now let's talk to these two. Hello, are you alone here? If you're out of Cerulean's Cape, well, it should be as a couple. The Cape is a famous date spot. Ooh. Apparently Misty has high hopes about this place, and Misty is the gym leader. Now, if you go into this house, you'll find a fairy? That can't be right. This is Bill's house, isn't it? Okay, I get it. I'm on one of those hidden camera shows, right? You gotta be joking, right? Is Bill a Clefairy? You're serious? Bill's a Clefairy? Oh, well, let's just talk to him anyway. Hiya, I'm a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm the true blue Pokemaniac. Hey, what's with that skeptical look? I'm not joshing you, lady. I didn't know he said I'm not joshing. I screwed up an experiment and got combined with a Pokemon. Oh, that explains it. So he was messing with a teleporter and got his DNA scrambled with that of a Clefairy's, apparently. So let's help him out by working the computer somehow and separating his cells from that of a Pokemon. And magically, he's transformed back into a human. How that works, I don't know, but whatever. I'll roll with it. Now let's talk to this guy. Yeah, thanks, lady, I owe you one. So, did you come to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't? That's a bummer. Oh, wait, what is my character saying without my permission? That's totally why we came here. I've got to thank you, so here, take this. And we get the SS ticket from Bill. Now, this will become a little bit relevant later in the next city in the game. But it's for the cruise ship, the SS Anne in Vermilion City. And that is a very, very nice place to go, especially for training. While it's a required place in the game, you can get through it quite easily, but I don't know. Now, that's odd. For some reason, I remember, if you exit out of his house, then come back in, and talk to him again, you check the PC, and you can see his favorite Pokemon. Now, these are 4 Pokemon to add to your, Pokedex. While the data isn't exactly in the Pokedex, you can still see what these Pokemon look like. So you got Eevee, which is adorable, Flareon, which is a fire type, Jolteon electric, and Vaporeon a water type. So basically those were the evolutions of Kanto. That was back when Eevee was first introduced, and it was the Pokemon that could evolve into many different Pokemon. Nowadays it can actually evolve into 7 Pokemon, but we'll get into that maybe another day. As for the evolutions of this generation, I'll cover those more in depth when we get a chance to. However, there is one place that I overlooked here. If you go inside here, it's the bike shop. Now, let's see if we can get a bike. $1 million for a bike? Are you kidding? Let's buy that later. Yeah, okay. As you can see, it's not possible to buy a bike. So, we're gonna have to come back here later for our bike if we want it. And we'll be able to cruise the roads of Kanto on a bike, which would be awesome. Now, the only thing left here to do in Cerulean City is to take on the gym. Now, this is where Houdini and Stormy are actually going to get their chance to shine. Squirt is pretty much leveled up to as much as he can do, as much as he can be at the moment. So, I'm gonna give these two a chance to fight. Okay, I decided not to show that fight because it actually is optional. You just gotta walk around them. This fight, however, is mandatory because right as you step in front of Misty to challenge her, this person comes up and says, "I won't have you bother, Misty. You're just a pathetic trainer," even though it's the complete opposite. Because she only has a Goldeen. Really? A Goldeen? Yeah, if you couldn't figure out, and as I've stated before, this is a water-type gym. Your grass and electric types will not be welcomed here, but that's why you're going to bring them along anyway, because it'll completely destroy this gym. Nice special attacker like Kadabra here is also pretty nice, as you can see. But mostly I would stick around with the electric and grass types. They don't have any ice-type moves this early in the game, so you don't have to worry about them getting destroyed by an ice-type move like Ice Beam or anything like that, so. Alright, let's get ready to challenge Misty. Hi, you're a new face. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train a Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with water-type Pokemon. I could say my approach is basically offensive too. That's true with almost any game I play, but anyway, this is the gym leader, Misty, the master of water-type Pokemon. She starts out here with Staryu, a pure water-type. Just send out a Pokemon like Pikachu or Bellsprout, and it'll probably destroy it. Oh yeah, Harden, forgot about that. Hooray for the defense boost. And she's gonna Super Potion. Yep, saw that one coming. Who didn't? Alright, I'm just gonna weaken that thing just a bit so I know that Thunder Shock will take it out this turn. And there it goes. Ooh, critical hit. You know, that would have been nice the last time. Seriously here. It would have saved me a little bit of power points. And now here comes your star player, Starmie. Starmie here is actually a water psychic type, and truth be told, if I didn't use, if I wasn't going to use Alakazam this run, I was actually considering using Starmie. Okay, that was not fun. This thing's actually pretty formidable. I'm gonna start out by paralyzing it, and then I'm gonna come in with a Thunder Shock. That didn't do crap. That's kind of bad. Water Pulse is really bad because not only is it a really powerful water-type move, but it also has a chance of confusing the opponent, so don't really need that. Now, if you have a War Turtle, I highly, highly recommend sending it out against this thing eventually, because odds are it'll have Bite, and with it being part Psychic type, Dark-type move like Bite is super effective against Starmie, and it'll completely destroy it like that. Maybe a level up, nice. And there we go! Misty's defeated! And we get the Cascade Badge, and apparently a lot of money. The Cascade Badge makes all Pokemon up to level 30 obey you. That includes ones that you got in trades. Yeah. We can also learn or use Cut outside of battle. However, we don't even have the HM for Cut yet, but we get TMO3, which is Water Pulse, a very good water-type move, and I have a feeling I'll be teaching it to War Turtle here in a bit. However, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We are basically done in Cerulean. And all that's left is to head out to the south to Route 5 and start heading towards Vermilion City. So guys, in the next episode, we're going to head south and probably enter Vermilion City, and who knows, maybe even get up to the gym leader there as well. So if you like this episode, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.